Hello again, Joseph Campbell here, the creator and founder of GreenParrot.com. At this point, you should have gone through the first tutorial on C# installing the software. And at this point, I'm going to go through the second tutorial. And with that in mind, I have the GreenParrot.com website up on my left screen. And let's open up the editing environment. Okay, so this is Microsoft Visual C# 2008 Express Edition. Let me put this on the middle screen. Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to go over the editor, the IDE as we call them in programming terms, integrated development environment, and basically go over some of the most commonly used buttons and features, and at the end go vaguely over a Hello World program, your first program. The next tutorial will actually go over the code. I'm just going to basically kind of do a overview of the whole process in this tutorial. Okay, so we have the editor open. The start page, which is this little area right in here, this little green box, this is usually replaced with code, programming code that you're working on. This is just the start page, but when you work with a project, all the code will be here. The Solution Explorer basically will allow you to explore. It's kind of like a computer, your System Explorer, Windows Explorer. When you search through files, it's pretty much the same idea here. One of the most important windows that you'll come to learn, either willingly or unwillingly, is the error window. This little bottom window right here. Now you can change these around with these little buttons here. I like to keep it pretty standard, just so if I move to another computer or laptop, I don't have to worry about reconfiguring everything. Okay, so this window will show you errors, warnings, messages. Pretty important window because you will have bugs in your code, even though us programmers don't like to admit it. We do produce pretty faulty code at times. Okay, so with that in mind, let's go ahead and create the project. Let's go File. You should see New Project. Click that, and it should load up this little window here, basically giving you templates to start from. You could start with an empty project at this point, but let's go ahead and do a console application. Let's call it, let's see, tutorial, well, yeah, tutorial 2, Hello World. Type that into that name box and then click OK. Now it's creating the solution for us. It's pre-generating some code, and here we go. Now we see it. Okay, like I told you, here's the code. It's replaced that start page. Here's the Solution Explorer on the right. You can basically browse your project. They call them solutions. Well, a solution can have more than one project, but let's not get carried away now. For right now, just associate solution with project. Okay. So, references. These are all the system libraries. Properties. You don't need to know that. And here's the code the source code file that we have open already. It automatically opened it up for us. Let's see here. Okay, so we have the code. It's already there, so why not try to run it? You know, don't change anything, just run it. Now, how you do that is, in order to run it, you have to build the code. It has to be built to, if we were doing C++, it has to be built to machine code. But since we're on C# and it's using the .NET framework, there's a intermediate step in there. Don't worry about that, but we're just building code at this point, okay? That's all you need to know. So, build solution. Like I told you, just associate solution with project. Okay, so I build it. Now we go to debug, start debugging, or you see this little green arrow? It's the same, does the same thing. So just click that little green arrow, or go up here in the debug menu and hit start debugging. And you might wonder, well, nothing happened. Well, it did happen. A window appeared for a split second. So we don't have any errors or warnings, so technically the program worked. Now, you might be wondering, yeah, that's not really doing me any good right now. Well, let's fix that real quick. Let's go in the code, and you should see a line right here saying static void main. Okay. Now I'm not going to go over what that all means, at least not right now. Put your cursor after the first bracket under that static void main line. Hit enter.